It's gonna go right in front of his face. He's got it. Weed, weed, weed. Fish, fish, fish. So this here is zebra mussels. I hope you taste as good as you look. Crappie. Hey, happy Wednesday everyone. It is raining out. I'm getting soaked walking through this stuff. I'm hoping the rain stops in about an hour. I think this is going to guarantee me having this lake all to myself. Happy Independence Day everyone. It's the 4th of July. And this is how I like to celebrate my independence, by being all alone out in the wilderness on a quiet little lake. Me and some big bass. Or that's the plan. Oh, it's pretty out there. Hoping for a good day. Hoping this rain stops pretty soon. Such a nice calm day now that the rain stopped. This is just wonderful for a canoe, that you're not having to fight so bad. So last time I was here, I never even got to do this shoreline because the wind just didn't allow me. So I'm going to take advantage of that today. A little bit of a deeper drop off than the other side of the lake. And I'm going to kind of hang on the edge if the wind stays like this. And like right here, we're already down to about 8 feet with some pretty heavy weeds, and just work this line. It gets really shallow really fast and really thick back there. They'll be in both spots, but it's just this is something I rarely can do on my canoe without dropping anchor, and dropping anchor makes a lot of noise. It takes a lot of time. So if I can avoid that today and it stays like this, that would just be wonderful. So I'm just so happy I have this lake to myself. You know, my blood pressure shoots right up if another person shows up. But this lake's a little tricky to get to. There's a few houses kind of laid back, further back, and I don't know, the times I've been here, I don't see them ever fishing it. I don't know what's wrong with them. If I lived on this lake, my goodness, you couldn't keep me off the water. So here's a bass right down here, not too big. I have a jig head with the back end of a worm on it. So when I do hit this drop off and I want to get it down a little more, I'm going to do that. But you know me, I love hunting the shallows. That's just the most fun for me. You could catch them in both places pretty consistently, but for me, if I'd rather choose one place to catch them in, it will be this stuff. It's more challenging. You feel like you're participating more by, you know, getting a good placement, working it across the weeds just right. It just feels like it's more of a fair hunt. Let's see if there's anyone under this dock. Oh, something. Nope, panfish. Maybe not, maybe not. Coming at me. Geesh, let go. That might have been a bluegill. There we go. Show me that wallop. I hate it when they're hooked on the bottom lip. Makes it tough to lip them and unhook them. So we're probably going to start to hear some firecrackers today. Everyone's going to be celebrating. I hope everyone's having a really great holiday. So on this very lake, back in that corner, I tipped my canoe on the 4th of July many years ago. And so this is kind of my little tradition, is come back and try to stay in my canoe and catch fish. I was really dumb. It was super hot, like in the middle 90s, and I thought maybe I could just bend over enough to get the top of my head wet. And over I went. See that dogfish right by the worm. Sometimes they'll take a swipe at the worm. I almost never ever hook up though. It's gonna go right in front of his face. He's got it. And he's off. That's almost what always happens to me. You know, they don't do that second gulp like a bass does. They grab on and they got it to about here, and you can't hook them up. But yeah, he was a big one. I love to fight them. They got jaws of steel though. Oh my goodness. Trying to unhook them is quite the chore. But we might get another shot on this lake. Almost every time I'm out here, I have a situation like that. It's always fun. Not that I'm targeting them, I'm not. I really don't want to catch a dogfish. I've heard other names used for them. I've heard the term lawyer used for them. I think down south they have a whole nother name for that fish. So I told myself today I wasn't going to try and turn on the GoPro till I know I have the fish on for sure, and I didn't follow through. Cast deep in those dead cattails, had a nice grab right away, and I go, oh, I gotta film this. And that little bit I let go, they get off. So yeah, filming fishing is still new for me, and like my last video, I was so disappointed when it came time to edit it. What is that? Because the angle of the camera was just so low. I wasn't even getting the shoreline. And I'm continually taking it off on my head today and rechecking what I filmed to make sure it looks okay. So far so good, but it doesn't take much for that angle to get screwed up. So I apologize for that. I want to get better at this, because I can't film raccoons anymore. Just look how thick these weeds are. And this is a stuff that even a little bass, when he dives down, it is so tough to get him out. And for me, I have to stand right away in my canoe to even have a chance to keep their head high, and I really gotta hustle them if I want a chance. My calm weather went away. is often the case. It rains and you get about a half hour where it's nice and still, and then the wind picks up. I'm gonna give this one another shot. Kind of felt like some nice thugs. Right in here. You wouldn't have felt the hook. There it is, there it is. Oh. 2 strikes. 1 more strike and I am out. It could be a big perch. I do get some fouls with perch with this nice curly tail on this power worm. I'd sure like to catch them and find out. Might have been a little bass like this, so. Stop, you're pulling me out of the weeds and the wind's gonna grab me. I gotta back up. Gotta do the paddle and the bringing the fish in at the same time. Come here. Come here. Again, on the bottom lip, I don't like that. Kind of cuts in deep along those cattails. That's what's got my attention. Oh, you spit my worm. How dare you? You know how expensive those things are? Weird hook set. Really strange hook set there. How did I do that from the outside in? Unbelievable. And right here, I mean, just brilliant looking right there. Oh, gee mama. Oh, off at the boat. Does that count? I kind of have this thing, if it touches the boat, you landed it. And if you touch the fish and it gets off, you landed it. Everyone's got different rules. When they're not that big, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, you heard what I did there? I bite that top of the worm off when it just gets that eye is coming out on all angles. And you just get a little start over. So you lose an inch of the worm, no big deal. But these things are so expensive. I'll probably only bite it off once more, and then I give up on the worm and I get a new one. And they don't taste bad. They got that scent, but doesn't really taste like anything. But even after that, I'll save just the very back end of the tail with maybe 2 inches of the meat and use it on a jig like that. So then you get like 3 times the use out of it that you normally would. Oh, oh, oh. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that jig right here. We got a, looks like a nice, fast, deep drop off here. The wind's kind of pinning me against the cattails. So it gives me a chance to work this deep edge. Weed, weed, weed. Fish, fish, fish. So that doesn't count. That's not landing a fish. At least I got to see them. Got another dogfish. I'm thinking if I use the jig and get it right in front of his face, have a better chance to hook him instead of that long worm. Had one follow from him. If it's the same guy, he probably remembers the taste of the tail from the last one. I don't know where he went. He's in these pads right here and I can't tease him out. All right. Wind is picking up quite a bit. And pretty soon I'm going to turn around and hit the other side of the lake and perhaps drift that shoreline. So this here is zebra mussels, and this is an invasive clam that's been brought into some of these lakes by boaters. Now this doesn't get a lot of boat traffic, this lake, but it does connect with a river to a lake that does. And this likely came out of Lake Michigan, worked its way through the river, and now we have it here. And this could become a problem in the future. Here you can really see the beds, and you can really see how the clams are exposed when the bluegills fan out their beds here. These perfect little circles. Oh, this water feels really good today. It's 90 degrees. Look at all these beds. They're pretty much done being on their beds, so all their babies are out and about. Oh, I think you look like you're good for the pan. Yeah, let's keep this guy and eat him tonight. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Off of there. Get off of there. Come on, come on. Crappie. Crappie now. Haven't eaten these in a while. Looking forward to it. Beautiful colors. Look at this gorgeous one. I hope you taste as good as you look. There. Oh, and the heavy pads. Not that big. Mr. Wind is giving me a hard time here. That, as you can see, is just jungle thick. I might have to put a frog on to even have a chance in that. Maybe on this edge right here. Something came out, something grabbed it. Little but fun. So I'm not far from where the last time we were on this lake I got that 20 plus incher. So in the back of my mind I'm thinking, yeah, he's still in this area, I bet. Maybe he put on another inch. Oh. Did I catch you already? Did I catch you twice? Look at you. I'm getting them out of this slop because they're nice and light and small and easy to get out. That's a lot harder to do with a beast. Get over here. Where is my hook out? My hook out's gone. I throw it in the water. There it is. Get over here. Right in the deep. Right on the drop. The wind is on the fish's side today, so giving them a hand. Tap. That's a panfish. Maybe I'll work the jig head along here, get down a little deeper and be able to cast a little better where the wind doesn't grab this worm and off it goes. Seen a couple blow-ups in the pads. I mean, they are eating insects, I see that. Windy days, it's tough to work top water. There's a lot of commotion and they just don't pick up on it hitting the surface as much. So it was fun. It's always nice to be on the water. You can't go wrong when you're on the water. But I'm gonna head home, have a brat, have a burger, have a beer. Happy Wednesday, guys.